So we're going to just do a few yoga postures that you can use after a workout or a run just to stretch your muscles out. So we're going to start with the feet hip width apart and try not to grip the toes on the mat. You're going to spread the toes to help you balance evenly and try not to hold any tension in the feet. So we're just going to literally bend the knees slightly, shrugging the shoulders and roll as you stand up. So bending down, shrug the shoulders, bring yourself up. We'll do that one more time, just bending, shrugging the shoulders and just bringing them down away from the ears. And we're going to interlace the fingers just behind you and start to press the hands away from the back. So you're really feeling that stretch in the shoulders. It helps to interlace the fingers and give them a squeeze. And just start to press through the chest, lifting the chin very gently. We're just going to hold here for a moment. Now you can start to fold forward, but if you prefer just to stay here, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, we're going to start to bend the knees ever so slightly, and then you're going to start to fold forward so the body's coming in line with the knees, and you're going to lift the arms up behind the back and really enjoy that stretch into the shoulders. Take a few breaths here, and very slowly we're going to start to roll up. Again, just pressing those hands away from you, pressing through the chest. And release it away. We're going to turn the feet, so the ankles are coming out and the toes are coming towards each other. And we're going to stretch into the back and into the hamstrings. So the palms are going to face up. You're going to start to come forward so you have a flat back and just reach it forward, feeling the stretch in those hamstrings. Try not to lock the knees out. And reaching through the upper body so you feel that in the back, and then very slowly bring it back. And then again, just reach it forward for a moment. Slowly back. We'll do that one more time. So reach it forward. And slowly back. We're just going to take the feet evenly again, hip width apart, and just cross the hands over the chest, so you can place them on the shoulders, and then you're just going to twist to one side. You're just going to feel that in the lower back. Take a few breaths, and then take it across to the other side. Come back to centre, and we're going to roll down through the spine. I'm just going to step to the top of my mat. Take the chin to the chest, start to bend the knees and start to fold all the way forward, bringing the hands down towards the mat. You're just going to hang here for a moment, just releasing any tension in the back. You may want to take the elbows, just maybe sway from side to side. So it's going to release any tension in the lower back. You want the upper body, the head, the neck to go nice and heavy. And we're going to do a half lift, so you're straightening the legs and you can place the hands to the shins. So again, you're flattening that back, but try not to lock the knees out completely. Let's take a few deep breaths here. And again, folding forward, bring the hands all the way down. Again, hanging nice and heavy, tucking that upper body in towards the legs. And then again, straightening the legs. Now you can do a half lift, or you may feel comfortable to come to the fingertips. Again, taking a few rounds of breath here. Then we're going to bend the knees, place the hands to the mat, and I want you to step both feet to the back of the mat. So you're going to come into a downward facing dog. So just spreading the fingers on the mat and keeping a bend in the knees, then you're just going to pedal. So you want that movement to come from the hips as well. So we're going to stretch out the legs, stretching out from the hips. Come back to centre, and I want you to step the right leg towards the right hand. I'm just going to slide the left foot back a little bit, and you're going to drop the left knee to the mat and start to make your way into a low lunge shape. So you want the knee to be roughly above the ankle. You don't want it to press too far forward. And then just very gently, you're just going to lift up, feeling that stretch into the hips. You may want to take the hands up if it's comfortable, but you don't have to. Breathing here for a moment, really enjoying that stretch in the hips. I'm going to take it a bit deeper. You're going to take the hands down to the mat. You may just want to shuffle the foot out a little bit to the right hand side. So you just feel that a little bit more into that right hip. Just breathing here for a moment. Shuffle the foot in. So you're going to take the hand the opposite side and lift through the chest. When you're ready, you're going to start to tuck the toes at the back, lifting up into a high lunge. Then you're going to step the opposite foot to the top of the mat, and again just folding forward. I'm going to take it into a half lift, hands on the shins or to the mat. Bending down, we're going to step back again into downward facing dog, and just very gently start to pedal those feet. Again, moving into the hips. And then we're going to step the left hand to the left foot. Again, just shuffle the right foot back. Again, we're going to come into a low lunge. Then start to lift up, and you can stay here, or you may want to take the hands all the way up. Breathing here, take the hands down to the mat, and again, just if it's comfortable, you can shuffle that left foot out to the side. So just going to lower a little bit more, feel it into that hip. Gently shuffle the foot back. You're going to start to lift up through the chest. Again, lift the foot, high lunge, step to the top of the mat, and again just folding forward. So we're really feeling that stretch in the lower back and the hamstrings. Again, half lift, so again you may be on the shins, you may be on the fingertips. A few breaths, bend the knees. We're going to come all the way back into downward facing dog. Once again, we're just going to hold in this position. So you're just going to spread the fingers, start to press back. Now you can keep a bend in the knee if it feels right for you, or you can start to straighten the legs, trying to bring the heels back to the mat. So whatever feels right for you here. And you're making a V shape with the body. I'm just going to take the gaze back towards the ankles or the shins and just breathe here for a moment. And very gently make your way down onto the knees. I'm coming to all fours, and you're going to place the hands directly under the shoulders. The knees are hip width apart. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow just to release your spine a little bit more. So as you take a deep breath in, you're going to start to lower the belly down, look up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, you're going to arch the back, start to press away from the mat. Again, deep breath in, start to lower the belly down, look up. As you breathe out, arching the back, pressing away from the mat. We'll just do a few of these. And just gently come back to centre. We're going to stretch out our shoulder. So you're going to take the left arm and you're going to slide it along the mat so it's coming under the right hand, and just bring the left side of the head down to the mat. And you're going to stretch the right arm up. Or if you want to, you can bring it round to the small of the spine and just roll the shoulders. That just takes it a little bit deeper. Just taking your variation. Slowly unwind. We'll do the same on the other side. So you're just going to take that right arm, you're going to take it all the way under, left side of the head to the mat. Stretch the left arm all the way up above you, or take it into the small of the spine, rolling that left shoulder up. Breathing here for a moment. And unwind. When you're ready, I want you to take your right knee up towards the right hand. You're going to slide the left leg back. Now, if this is too much for you, I'll show you another variation in a second. And then you're just going to start to bring the left foot towards the left hand. So you're coming into a pigeon pose. So we're going to hold here, or if this is too much on your knees, or even sort of on your hamstrings, you can take another variation. So you bring yourself down onto the mat, bend the left leg, and the right leg is going to hook. So you're just going to take the left ankle to the right knee and just literally lift that back leg up. So that's going to give you the same stretch. But if you want it to go a little bit deeper, you're taking your pigeon pose here, just holding up through the front of the body. You may want to give it a little bit of a rock to get into the hips. And this could be enough for you, so you can stay here, or you may want to take it all the way down. You're going to stretch the upper body down onto the mat. And just don't forget to breathe here. Nice long deep breaths. And again, it's quite nice to move in this position. Again, if you're on your back, that can be enough for you. You may want to rock on your spine if you're taking the modification of it. Then we're just going to walk the fingertips up. And again, lifting up through the chest. You've got a bit of a stretch in the lower back. Now, if you want to take it a bit deeper for a quad stretch, but it is quite deep, so it's up to you. Take the right hand just to the inside of the right knee, and then you're going to lift that back left leg and gently pull it towards you. Again, this is very deep. It's a nice quad stretch. And release it out. If you're on your back, you're going to swap your legs. So you're going to do the same on the other side. Otherwise, you're going to bring the left knee towards the left hand and then just start to shuffle yourself down. You may want to wiggle that left foot towards the right hand. And again, you're just going to give it a rock here. Again, if you're on your back, you may want to rock as well. You may want to stay here, that might be enough for you, or you could bring it down a little bit further, really feel that stretch all the way up into the quads, into the lower back, and this is great for runners that have got tight IT bands. And just flowing with the breath. And then start to walk the fingertips up if you've come all the way down, lifting through the chest. And again, this might be enough for you, but if you want that quad stretch, bring the left hand just inside the left knee and just lift that back leg towards you. Again, this is a deep stretch, so just take it to whatever feels comfortable. If this is too deep, you can always do it with a band as well, so you loop the band around the foot if you've got one of these bands, and you can just pull the leg towards you, so that's a nice variation if you can't quite reach the toes. Okay, we're just going to unfold, bringing the feet together at the back. Open the knees, we're going to just bring ourselves down into child's pose and just stretch the hips out here. Little stretch in the upper body as you sort of walk the arms up the mat, but just trying to keep the forearms relaxed on the mat here, so you feel that in the upper back as well. And just take a few rounds of breath here. Enjoying that stretch and just relaxing yourself down after your workout, so just concentrating on the breath just for a few rounds, just in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth.